So, Phil Mickelson, one of the most exciting, engaging players in our lifetime. One of, right? He's been around a long time. He's been fun to watch the whole time. And Alan Shipnuck's book is coming out of the I guess the biography of Phil, his kind of own interpretation of it. Whatever. He's interviewed Phil. Phil's talked to him. The guy's writing a book. I don't know why. If you're not going to approve or support, or it's not really from Phil, and the guy's writing a book about you, I don't know why, unless you want it out. I don't know why you would talk to that person. Like if somebody's writing a book about me and it's unauthorized, I'm not going to talk to you, right? Because me talking to you would kind of make it authorized. I just don't get that whole piece of it, but whatever. Authorized, unauthorized biography of Phil Mickelson. Either way, I think it should be an interesting and compelling read. One of the things to come out recently is that between 2010 and 2014, it's rumored that Phil lost $40 million in gambling. Now, okay, here's what's interesting. I'll tell you what, I don't know if I wouldn't call him a gambler. He would be, because most gamblers win sometimes. But if you're down 40 mil, you're a pretty bad gambler. What the heck? You're awful at gambling. You're not a gambler. You're a losing money guy. And to me, if I knew that, I would have been tracking down Phil. I would have gambled anything with him. Whatever. It didn't matter. Obviously the guy likes giving away money. $40 million in 4 years? Okay, now, so that's crazy. How much was he making? Now, it's rumored that he made $40 million a year in those 4 years. But okay, still, whatever. If you make $100,000 a year and you lose $100,000 of that in 4 years, your wife ain't gonna be too happy with you. She'll be like, dude, you just lost 25% of your income. Plus you're paying, okay, so you got 40 mil, you're paying a lot of taxes. And you got a lot of other expenses going on too. He bought a T-Rex, a Tyrannosaurus Rex's skull. However old this thing is, right? He bought a dinosaur skull. I don't know, whatever. I guess you're a dinosaur enthusiast or something. You want to buy stuff. Okay, cool. But, so he buys a T-Rex skull. He does this stuff. He's got this extravagant lifestyle, jets and whatever. All right, I get it. But to lose $40 million in gambling, I just have to stop and say, please, somebody tackle this guy. Stop him from gambling. But I guess who would do that? If he's gambling and he's losing 40 mil, people aren't going to race to the front of the line to stop him from gambling, unless it's your family. I think everybody else would be racing to the front of the line to gamble against him, because it apparently seemed that was the proper investment. Where are you going to invest your money? I'm going to go gamble against Phil Mickelson because he seems to lose to everybody. At least, hey, I got a good chance to be part of that 40 mil. Oh, my goodness. What is this guy doing to lose so much money? Personally, I'm not a gambler. I'm not a big gambler. And sometimes I wish I was more of a gambler. Here's why. Because you hear stories about Lee Trevino of, hey, he would go and gamble on the golf course when he didn't have any money. That's pressure. So that's kind of why I felt I wish I did more of that, because I felt like I'd be a better golfer to some degree. I wouldn't go 40 million in the hole, but I might go 100 or $50. That's when I was starting out or learning the game or trying to get good at the game at a younger age. I felt like that would have been cool to putt for a couple bucks. I just didn't do a lot of that. I just didn't want to lose my money because I didn't have any. But it could have forced me to practice harder, to get better, to go to a new place. So I feel like, is that what Phil's doing here? To really, I guess, if you're on the tour, and there's rumors about, hey, on the practice rounds, Tuesday practice round, they're playing for money, and these guys play for money. Of course, like you're on tour, you want to spice up your practice rounds, but how much? How much you playing for? I don't know. I want to know, what is the most, that's a serious question here. What's the most you've ever lost on the golf course? Comment here. How much is it? How much money have you lost playing golf? Not in total, but let's say during one round or one bet on the golf course. How much was it? I was out the other day. We played a round of golf. We finished, and then two guys were talking trash, and they said, let's go play for $1,000 right now. Let's go. And we're like, oh. So we all kind of got sucked into that match. So we were each in for $250. There were 4 versus 4. So for me, that was a lot too. But I felt like it was me. I was the lowest handicap. Me and another guy were the 2 lowest handicappers. And we got lucky. But the flip of the tee put us on the same team. So I was like, okay, I'm in. But I guess I was already in. But I was like, $250. That's probably, that's my limit. I'm not going to go much further. But we were down early. Like the other team birdied the first hole. We were down. And then the dude I was with pressed. So like it was double. And then I was getting a little nervous. We ended up winning. Thank goodness. But it gets a little sketchy out there. So so we bet like $1 a hole. Some people bet like quarters, something just to keep it a little more exciting. I'm for that. But Phil, I don't know what you're doing with 40 mil. Is it a rumor? Do you guys think it's a rumor too? Let me know. Is it a rumor or is it for real? These are the things I need to know. But it's exciting. I mean, I like hearing about it. But then on the other side, you're like, I try to put it in perspective. Like, how much would that equal for me? And you just go like, the rumor was he made 40 mil a year for 40. Okay, so it's 25% or add up what you made for over the last 4 years and take 25% of that. I wouldn't gamble. No, I wouldn't gamble anywhere near that. No, I got a wife, I got kids, I got stuff. I wouldn't gamble 5% of that. So where's your limit in gambling on the golf course? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to the podcast. See you guys soon.